We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 499. Yes,
My God.
we have worked this out in a way that episode 500 will be next week. Hello, everybody in the chat. Tonight, Owen and I are going to be discussing some of our favorite standouts of 2022 breeding season. And some cool things that have popped out of eggs. Yeah, we're going to highlight some of our faves. By the way, don't forget that if you have a clutch or you saw a clutch that is on your fave list, use the hashtag NPR 2022 breeding season.
Yep.
And, when we do this again, we can
review some of your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Which some people have put some stuff over there for sure. So we'll just go and check that out. But first, what's new with you, man?
I got shit hatching over here. I'm running around like a maniac half the damn time. I'm like, oh my God.
Are you regretting it? Are you like,
not yet?
Too much? Not yet.
The problem is not yet, but
Okay.
It's almost like, when you're at the beach and you're like jumping amongst waves and you clear a really big one and you're kind of going down, and then you start realizing that there's another one coming over top and there's no escape. So I have cleared this couple hatchlings, and then I'm like, oh wait, there are like 12 more clutches beyond this. Like it is, yeah. So,
oh boy,
yeah.
White lip eggs are still doing good.
They're doing great. They're doing fantastic. Okay. I'm not allowed to touch them anymore. It's a rule I've given myself. It's just leave them be.
Very, very good.
But yeah, dude, I have 15 white-sided black rat snakes, and they were indeed het albino. So we have albino ones too. So yeah, I proved that. I just had forgotten. So and then the first clutch of Mad Hogs hatched. So I got 7 of those. So that was 100% hatch rate. And I'm starting to get some of the baby carpets to eat the jungles and the caramel exanic clutch.
Okay.
And then the king rats. I mean, I've never had an entire clutch eat first time offered.
Oh wow, really?
Yep.
First go.
He's like, what's the appeal of colubrids? That is the appeal to colubrids. You don't have to play with them. You put food near them, they eat it. So, yep.
That's just that. Yeah, that's good, man.
I love it. So, yeah, I was excited about that. So, we're staring down. It's going to got a couple more clutches coming in the next couple. I got a caramel jack clutch hatching in the next couple weeks, and then corn snakes. But beginning of August, it's going to be like olives, white lips, the blonde hog nose, all the other mad hog clutches. And then interesting thing here, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I feel like I will jinx it. My rough scale python female has not eaten and is now in shed.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting.
So we shall see. I'm waiting for her to peel, and then we're going to put her on the watch list, but I'm not expecting anything. It would be a wonderful surprise. So
cool.
Also a little no, please God, no more. So it's
but you would take those, right?
I would take those.
If you twisted my arm,
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst part. Is I'm like, oh well, we just hatched 15 black rat snake eggs. She had another clutch. She double clutched. So there's 10 more eggs in the bin.
Right.
So it's like, God damn it. We're not done yet.
Nice.
Yep.
So yeah. Man. I tell you what, it feels like no matter what I do each week, I get dealt a different issue to deal with since I came back from Arizona. Right. So this week, I pretty much threw my back out. I guess one of the things about getting old is that you don't realize that you can't move as well as you did when you were in your 20s. Although it's not the strength part of it, but we recorded the new field herping podcast this morning, me and Nipper. which was weird because I'm recording a podcast at like 8 a.m., which is just strange, because so poor Nipper doesn't have to stay up until, 12 midnight in order to record.
You for Nipper? I'd have told him to pound sand and get up when I get up,
But like I told him, I said, man, that's like my lunchtime, man. I'm up at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But anyway, we were talking about it, and I think that we've had so this year has been weird because of all the shit that's happening in the world and inflation and all that stuff. So we have so many of patio sets at work, and we were unloading them, and I went to lift it up, and it got pulled this way. Oh, see, even that hurts.
But why are you demonstrating this?
Yeah, I know, right?
What happens is I did this and I was in severe pain like this. It's
not too bad right now. But it was really bad yesterday. Like I started to think like, oh my gosh, I have to start taking better care of myself because this could be no more herping, and and I can't walk around like this.
We would take you herping, but it would have to be like Hannibal Lecter. You would just be like this in some sort of straitjacket with a cage. And
I thought you were going to Yoda around.
What?
I thought you were going to Yoda me, man.
I mean, either one works.
Yeah,
I can do that too.
Yeah. So anyway, COVID last week. This back thing. So yeah, man, I'm not doing, but
things are not doing so hot.
Yeah. So all the podcasts were late going out last week. Yeah, it's been
podcasts were late, and as you can see, the world still kept spinning, so everybody's okay.
Yeah. So I think this week we'll be back up to speed. Everything is good, and we should be good. So
sweet.
What else is going on? Hey man, I'm just excited about. We have 108 days until the trip to Queensland, which means you have like 100 days until you get married. So
yes,
I was thinking about this when I had this timer on my thing. I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of coincides with Owen's wedding. So
well, it's like what's great is an air conditioner breaking when you're trying to figure out what the hell you're gonna do for like a wedding and stuff. It's like, anybody want to start writing those wedding treks right now? It'd be great, but yeah.
So I'm real excited about that. The one thing that I am worried about, me and I don't really look as detailed into the US trips. I've kind of been spoiled that, I let everybody else not, Rob sort of does everything and Justin drives, and like, it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like a herp vacation, but in Australia, I will be driving.
It's like those people who pay to go up Mount Everest with all the like climbing, like you step on the ladders, walk across the ropes that we have. Oh, look, you made it to the top of the mountain. Like now you're free climbing, baby. Like it is, there's nobody there to help you.
Yeah. I've been, looking at that. We've been mapping stuff out. I got, that book, and I'm like studying left and right. I did get this new book too, which finally came.
Ooh,
Snakes of Australia, Volume 2, Scott and Ty. A couple of updated things in there, but it's always cool to have that. And I got to tell you, man, this book right here, Understanding Australia's Wildlife. I've been looking for a book like this forever, for a long time.
Yeah.
And basically it talks about everything you would want to know about natural history of everything in Australia. Now, granted, it's just sort of an overview, but really cool book. So that's my books for the week that I've picked up. The Aki.
Did you find the Aki?
So here's the funny story about the Aki, right? I'm editing podcasts yesterday, Sunday. And what's today? Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday.
Today's Tuesday. Yeah.
So I'm sitting here, and I still have my herp bag over to the left of me, and I thought that he went behind this cage here Yeah, I can never do that, man.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Like, yeah, it never works because
so I thought
cages
I
are
thought
there.
it was behind this stack right here of cages. So I thought I was gonna have to pull it out because I came down in the room and he was on my modem, which is kind of on the floor, and he was just sitting there like it was this big rock, you know. And
it's
I'm
warm
like,
here.
Wait a minute, that's an Aki. Like, that shouldn't be there. So I tried to grab him, and as you know, he just took off and went that way. So, I kind of locked the room down, and there's no way I can get out of anything in here anyway. So we're good there.
And you have that. You sit there and you have those moments of I can lock the room down and try again later, or I can tear this place apart.
Yeah,
I'll have to put it back together after I'm done. It's
exactly. I'm trying to think about what's going to be the easiest approach. I think it was on Carpets and Coffee. I want to say maybe it was Robert. He said to set up
the bucket with the chicken.
The bucket thing. Right?
Yeah.
So I did
thinking about that all week. Yeah.
Didn't work. And it could be that just how I had the bucket set up or whatever. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to pull this apart. My back was hurting. I was like, this is just gonna be terrible, and I have to get this going. So I'm sitting there editing podcasts, and I hear like this crinkly noise,
rustling.
Yeah, and I'm looking over, and the freaking Aki is in my backpack. It's in the water bottle side that's like zipped up. I see this little tail like flip flopping around in there, and I'm like, okay,
all right.
Well, I can't really do anything right now, so I went and got this huge tub.
Put the whole bag in the tub.
I put the bag in the tub so that at least I knew where he was, and
the animal is secure.
Yeah, I was like, let me just not stress him out and let him come out. Sure enough, he came out, and then life was good. Not a bucket, a shoe container. See, that's where I screwed up.
Yeah, that's where you messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's running around the base of this 10-gallon bucket going, I smell chicken. I just can't get to it. I don't understand. Yeah.
So the Aki is back and ready to go, but I really have to start the building process for the cage for them.
Is it one of the situations where now that you had it in your hand, you're like, oh my God, they've gotten huge?
Yes.
Like, yeah, okay, yeah. I did that with my false water cobra. I'm like, I should move them up. Oh no, I should have done this weeks ago.
Yes. Same with the Kimberleys. Like every time I see them, they just seem to get bigger and bigger. And I'm like, I need to make this happen like within the month.
Monitors will do that, dude.
Yeah, man. They grow freaking
They grow
quick.
fast. They grow fast.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. It would have been bad, I think, if they would have somehow gotten out of the room.
Oh no! It's just like you'd just be sitting there enjoying coffee as Roxy brings you what she found. Just drops this lizard in front of you.
Yeah. Exactly. And that would not be good because that would make me upset.
It'd make me very unhappy. Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of all that's going on with me. I think I was just talking to Justin and Chuck about this, but the diamonds, I don't think are going to go. I don't think I got them cold enough. So I got to move to plan B, even though this room is getting down into the 60s. And I think I mentioned this on
Gotta
Carpets
go
and Coffee.
further, babe.
I think it just got to go down into the 50s.
It does. I mean, not go down and stay down, but you got to have
nighttime.
Not even nighttime, like not even every single night. You got to have a couple that just get down there. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely going to revamp that breeding project and go from there. So
just have like this whiteboard, you're like throw it out the door. It's like back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I've told you this a million times. It's just something about that spring breeders that just
there's a hang up. I understand that. You gotta get past it.
I know.
Who've seen animals in the wild in the stupidest conditions.
Yes.
Like, you just got to get over that hump.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You freeze them once and then you get eggs and you're like, cool, I'm doing this every time.
Yeah.
I'm freezing all of you. So,
man.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So if all of a sudden I fall over during this, I'm probably crouched over in back pain. Just continue on without me, man.
Just shout from the floor and we'll still hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, before we get started, some of the cool thing I think about liking Australian species in particular is that the people in Australia are on the opposite schedule as us, right? So right now they're in winter, they're cooling down. So I did add in a couple of cool Australian pairings that I thought, I was like, wow, that's interesting. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
To share some of that love down there because so when we're going into breeding season, they're hatching shit out, and they got all the cool stuff, they
got all the fun things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So oh man, it sounds like Jason and Robert were jumping around in rocks and may have got hurt.
Dude, I had a group of friends who actually went and looked for hellbenders yesterday.
Oh, Nipper would be so upset.
Found them.
What?
They found them. They found the little fuckers.
No shit.
They found like 6 of them. Like, oh my God. They had to wear full scuba gear with goggles and everything. And they were sending me pics from like, they had to get under the water, lift up these big rocks. They found a couple of them. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
I'm extremely happy for them. Little jealous, so
yeah,
I'll admit it. But God, going for hellbenders is just that's its own adventure. Like you don't go and be like, well, we'll check for these and then maybe hellbenders. No, you have to devote the entire day to hellbenders.
Right.
So yeah,
that's a trip just solely because aren't you going to like specific habitat to
you got to go to
specific areas of Pennsylvania?
You got to go to deep moving cold water. Like
sounds fabulous.
Yeah, that isn't polluted or it isn't like a heavy fishing or boating area. It's like, oh God,
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, they went and they got them.
It's very frustrating. Only 5 to 6 foot deep. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, you'd be like looking up the entire time.
Oh man.
We're all here, and that straw there, that's Eric. It's like it's just moving around.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to get into before we jump into?
No, I mean, I got nothing. Are they in the East? They are. Hellbenders. Yep. They're the official amphibian of Pennsylvania.
Are they?
Yeah. We don't have that many cool things, but we got a giant like salamander.
Yeah.
The
crazy thing, like when we were doing the podcast today, the Field Herping podcast, Nipper was talking, so we worked on, it's weird. Like whenever we do episodes like that, we sort of like work on different episodes and segments and stuff. But one of it was herp in your backyard. Right. And I think the idea, like he was talking about herp in the UK and how there's not a bunch of species and, what do you consider your backyard? And then he sort of did it in his actual backyard. And he has some cool stuff to share with that. But, the thing was, we started talking about the Pennsylvania, amphibians and reptiles and snakes and, how many cool stuff we have right here in Pennsylvania.
We take a lot for granted, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We really do.
Yeah.
So
I think, that's he's yelling at me like, why don't you herp more in Pennsylvania? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know.
It's like
man.
you're like, I get off work, I just want to go and like sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want to go places.
I think the thing of it is like, I don't know. Like, I guess because I'm
well, and that came up with when I was herping with Kyle. It's just like, so you've never seen a copperhead? I'm like, yeah. They're like, but you've been to Australia and seen an Owen belly python.
It's crazy, right?
I understand the whole. Yeah, I get it. It's
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so we'll have to when Nipper comes out to Pennsylvania, we'll have to tell him to bring his scuba diving equipment, and we'll go look for hellbenders.
Go find some hellbenders. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start. Yep. Most of this is carpet python for me that I've picked is carpet python focused with a couple other python species thrown into the mix because I don't know, they're just awesome. So you know how I roll like that. And since Eric Hernandez is in the chat, he was
do
on
his first,
THP, and you know, I can't give Eric enough credit. He continuously pushes selective breeding, the red gene in carpets to keep pushing it on and on. Yeah, Robert, I would, but I don't know how my back is going to be for herping.
Yeah, you're dead.
Sucked,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
How did Eric die anyway? Well, his back was out, and he tried to move a boulder in a 5-foot stream that threw his back out, and he drowned. What was Owen doing? I don't know, watching. So
yeah. What you don't see right now is a heating pad attached to my back, as attached to my chair right here. That's keeping me pushing through. You know, the show must go on. But Eric Hernandez produced a fabulous clutch of F3 MBB to MBB reds.
Those are going to look so good when they color up. Like, I mean, so good.
Yeah. So I don't know if I think that might be the dam, but oh, look at that, man.
That's gorgeous.
She's beautiful, or he's beautiful, right?
That animal there, if it's involved, we love
it. And for people are following along, either you can come over to the YouTube channel if they're listening when this will come out as a podcast. If you're listening, you know, go look it over on the NPR Network YouTube channal, or just go to their pages. Eric Hernandez.
Yeah, we mentioned the people. It's not a secret. Yeah,
and like this, dude. Where do you see this coastal?
I'm okay. I'm excited.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I love the head. I like the head pattern.
Yeah,
God, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
stripe on the tail here. You know, coming through. MBB is Madam Blueberry line, and you know, that almost looks IJ-ish at the tail. So
I was
at the
about
end,
to say it looks well. I mean, it looks very M
right here.
Like, well, I mean, the front half looks very M-pen to me, but not correct. Like, it's like
it's like a different color, right?
Right. It's like it's an M-pen, but wrong colored, and it's that. So, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I kind of can't, like you said, this is 3rd generation. So
yeah, these are F3s.
Yeah.
So you know, the red gene is one of those.
It's a fun one.
Doesn't get a ton of attention. Look at that baby.
Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be a smoker.
Already. I mean,
already,
and it hasn't even gotten to, like, carpets are weird where they hatch. There's levels to carpets. They hatch, and you have one that stands out, and you're like, that one. I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. And then as they start shedding, all of a sudden, one that you kind of pushed over here with the rest, you're like, what are you doing? And then you start looking at that one. Then when they hit to be about 2 years old, and they hit that 4-foot mark, that's the day you open up the drawer, and someone has taken your snake and swapped it out with something else that is just burned your eyes. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, the I know Nipper gives us a hard time about the red gene because it's not red. I think it's just called red because of how they are when they hatch out.
He's just jealous about him not being able to get some, and that's fine. We understand it. We understand you're mad.
Yeah, that's right. They're not in Europe. Right?
I mean, they kind of had reds, but no. See, figured it out. Now we know why Nipper's mad.
Okay. All right, cool. I don't know. You want to go back and forth, you, me, that kind of thing?
I guess I'll just send it to you on the other things that we do, because then you can post it, because I have it on my phone. Because I'm prepared.
I see.
Shut up. Okay, there it is. Let's do that. I love these. And you know why exactly when you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. So it is
I
Roy
didn't even
Stewart.
see these. Yeah.
Ah, don't
Wow.
they look good though?
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Roy Stewart hatched out a clutch of tigers, and you cannot go wrong with a clutch of tigers. Look at them; they're gorgeous. Excellent striping, like fantastic striping, and that just comes from being really picky about the parents. And it's hard because it's like I'm like that one looks good, that one looks good, that one looks good. So
That one that's like wrapped around his thumb pretty much
yeah,
has a solid bald back and 2 solid stripes from what I can see.
you love it when that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a great clutch. It's a great clutch.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that
Are they
clutch.
just regular Balin tigers?
I believe so because there's nothing really in there as far as like reds or anything like that. So they're just a clutch of tigers, and they're a great clutch of tigers. And you
Even
don't
if you
even see like little. Every once in a while, you see like, and this guy down here at the bottom, the one where the curse is right near. You kind of
uh-huh.
see where there could be some little black scales that are going to come into the back stripe,
Uh-huh.
but you don't see that many, so you're not going to get that much
Mm.
speckling. It's going to be really nice.
Now, one of the cool things that really stands out in this clutch is Balin always talks about how tigers throw like all the tigers that he's worked with his line, like the what would you call it? The head pattern and the side pattern on the face does not connect.
Right. I was thinking about that. So the fact that these
with
tigers,
the stripe in the back,
right? Yeah. It doesn't connect. So
I wonder if that's due to the bald back. You see what I mean? So like
probably.
you can really see it right in this one where it's sort
and
of
that
like
and that one right there on the facing like the other way up near like the end where the thumb is.
Mm-hmm.
You can totally see because you can see almost all the way down his entire jaw. So there's no connection there.
Yeah, not here. Not
Yeah,
there. Not no. This one.
This one kind
of
of
a little
does.
bit, but yeah, very cool.
Yep, that's awesome.
I like that a lot. Wow,
mm-hmm.
Good job, Roy. You know, this is not a carpet python, but I just thought that this was just badass. Is Chad Gray and his maternally incubated
womas.
That is so cool.
I always like. They're so hard to get the eggs right. Like, why don't we just leave them with mom? Like,
yeah,
why don't we make her deal with this crap? So that's awesome that worked and that he got like that's a great picture. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, little baby woman's popping out, and yeah, he just did maternal incubation, and those eggs look really, you know, they don't look
good.
No, yeah, they don't. But those babies do.
Babies, who gives a fuck how the eggs look when the babies show up? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I was talking to Lucas about, has there been any, because I guess in my head, right, because a lot of other python keepers don't really do maternal incubation like carpet python people do. You know what I mean? Huh?
You talking like for blackheads with Lucas or something like that?
No. I was just talking about aspidites in general because when I think of a maternally incubated clutch, I guess my thinking just goes immediately to carpet pythons, and
that's partially
all the other
us,
ones are bad. Yeah.
That's who we are.
Totally my perspective, 100%.
But every egg that I ever produce is compared quickly to what a carpet python is. Yeah. This is smaller than a carpet egg. Yes. This is larger than a carpet egg. This is a carpet egg. Like, yeah, that's how it goes.
Yep. But like there was a paper done, I forget what the paper was exactly about, but I know they talked about water pythons and the fact that water pythons in the Northern Territory will leave the clutch of eggs at a certain point because basically the thinking is that perhaps the clutch can maintain itself because of the steadier temps and don't necessarily
it's so far along, it's past the point of no return. The babies are going to hatch.
Right. So I was curious if does womas and blackheads do the same thing? Like meaning that they're going into a hollow, are they leaving them? Are they coming back? And he apparently said that there hasn't been a whole lot of work done with them, but apparently they can maternally incubate.
I don't know if
they do maternally incubate in the wild. But
I mean, I don't know if Chad monitored if she, like, how many times she might have left it, if she might have done what a normal carpet mother would do and be off the clutch and then on the clutch, and depending on what's going on, or even if she fed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, because she looks very thick in the back end there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really kind of cool. All right.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So, got this one, and this one just caught my eye.
Okay.
It's a caramel het granite. I know. Weird.
the internet has broke you.
Yes, I know. I'm surprised too. So this is from RS Pythons. It's weird, right? Like, it's a weird looking little kid.
Yeah. So I remember when I got a caramel het granite, I remember how cool they looked when I got them. You know, mainly because of, you know, I'm sure that the fact that you're crossing subspecies makes it look cool.
Of course. I mean,
and then the caramel thrown into it, you know, definitely do cool. But that's cool striping on there.
I would say it looks like a I've hatched a million coastals that have these kind of patterns. Like, with these tiger stripey, kind of not stripey stuff. And like we were talking about earlier with the other tigers with Balins, you see the head pattern goes back into the dorsal stripe.
Yeah.
So it's a cool looking animal. It's definitely, in my opinion, a caramel. So we'll have to see what that goes into. But yeah, dude, that's just nuts.
I do like how there is so as opposed to the tigers where there's the bald back, this one sort of has like a stripe going down the middle, and it's starting to, as you get, you know, you get further down, you can see where it just sort of stops, and then it kind of goes into that you know, like a zipper.
Yep.
Isn't that what we call it? Like a zipper pattern type of look. Yeah.
It is Eric's dream to have a tiger that has another stripe going down its back inside the dorsal stripe.
Yes.
What? There aren't enough stripes on the animal already. No. He has to add another one.
Yes.
So
I need as many stripes as can be. Okay. Cool. Yep. That's a cool one. Yeah. RS Pythons make some cool stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that kind of thing showed up.
So Jake Freeman, he produced by far the coolest snake that he produced this year, in his opinion. And it reminds me,
we may agree,
reminds me of that crazy one that I hatched out that I think will be in the carpet python book, if I'm not mistaken. But the only difference is that mine had, the one I had, I believe, had caramel in it.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's kind of a.
It's a granite jag.
It's a granite zebra jag.
I thought so. Okay, I know there's jag in there somewhere because the pattern's too reduced for normal, but cool.
Yeah, it's I remember hatching it out. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on. You know, because I think, oh man, I hatched them out in 2018, I think. Yeah, but it had jag in it. That one, the one I had didn't make it for whatever reason.
Right, I remember that one.
Yeah,
was that the one with the heart exposed, or was that a different one I'm thinking about?
I think this one had some kind of heart thing going on, but. But yeah, I was hoping that I could find the picture of the one that I had, but I can't. But I'll, if I do as we go along out there.
It's in the
archive. Yeah, cool
somewhere.
snake.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Cool snake. Cool to see some morphs popping out, and that was Jake Freeman doing that. So
I'm gonna cheat and go directly to UK pythons on this one now.
Oh shit! This isn't even fair, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like we're all playing t-ball, and here comes a major leaguer. Yeah, it's like, sweet
what happened?
Baby Jesus. Like, I don't. If you have not, if you are definitely into coastal morphs and things like that, and you've not messed around with even taking a look at hypo tigers at this point, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it is those.
Dude.
animals are gorgeous. Will you please?
I have to make that next season. I have to, man. I have to.
It's like here's Eric with all the ingredients going like,
what should I do?
What should I do?
Feel like
I guess
breeding
nothing.
this
Like,
year.
what? No.
Everybody else is like, you freaking moron.
I think Jason told me to pick you up and physically shake you until you started breeding things. Because he's like, well, what does he have? And I'm like, well, he's got this, he's got that, he's got that, he's got this. And he's like, can he breed Molly again? Breed Molly to a tiger. I'm like, he's got it. It's like, tell him to do it. And I'm like, all right. All right. So,
well, the thing I like about the hypo as opposed to this. So this is just a hypo tiger. It's not a hypo caramel. Okay, so this doesn't even have caramel.
Just straight up hypo. That's what kills you.
It's orange.
This is a hypo tiger. It is not a caramel hypo tiger. It is not a super hypo tiger. It is just a caramel. It's just a hypo tiger. This is the beginning. This is the starting block.
Holy shit, man.
Yes. Give me some reduction. Give me a couple of years. Give me the best of the best being bred to themselves. You're going to see those tigers that we saw earlier, that clutch, that the first picture. I already forgot who it was. But you're going to see Royce. Yeah, you're going to see those stripes on animals with these colors.
God damn, man.
And that's just going to be insane.
It's orange.
I know.
It's freaking orange, man. Oh, wow. I love the contrast between, if you could like refine that black outline.
Yeah. I see. And I know people who are like, I don't like the flex. I don't like the black. And I'm like, screw that. I love the contrast. I love that there's a little black fleckling, like peppering everywhere. I love it. But as you can see, it's so reduced in the top half. And then it definitely comes in more solid in the bottom.
Yeah.
If you could start reducing that a little bit more, you'd have an insane looking animal. I mean, that's what I imagine you get with supers.
Yeah. The bottom half of it to me reminds me of the Euromale Russian. But just with a different color.
Yeah.
But it has like that, the black on the outline of, so you have, it's almost like, it's like khaki and orange mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a black stripe. Very thin, and then it's orange, another black stripe, and then it's more of like a khaki color.
I can't. It's just freaking. I can't. I keep sitting here and I'm like, oh, and I don't have hypo tigers. Why don't I have hypo tigers? It's like, right, Eric, right. It's like,
yeah. Holy shit, man. Yeah, God, I got to chop on that. That'll happen next year for sure.
Oh my God. And that's the thing is like, I was talking with Buddy this week. He's like, you'd take hypos and you'd cross them with your caramel stuff. I'm like, no. Or the Xanax stuff. I wouldn't even do that. I would just do them to each other. Like I don't want the hypos to mix in with the other stuff. Eventually, maybe, but
I do have my female is a hypo caramel. She is a hypo caramel, and my male is a hypo without caramel. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to be able to breed that male to
other stuff, right?
It's tigers, right? And then breed that male to the female to make what could be super.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you'd have some caramel stuff in there, but you can tell the difference between a caramel and a hypo caramel and a hypo. It's difficult, but you can do it.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
God, those things are gorgeous.
Wow. Good job, Paul. That was Paul?
Yeah, that was Paul. Nick posted it, but he gave credit to Paul. So I think Paul produced it, but it might have been.
That looks like Nick.
That might have been Nick. So if it was Nick, I apologize. So
let's see. I'm gonna go old school on this one. I'm going to since we're on to crazy looking snakes. Manuel Fios, I think is his name.
Okay.
He posted over in Morelia Pick of the Week. Now I know before everybody says but wait till you see the color on this snake. I remember being at Tinley Park, Carpet Row. I'm talking to Jason Balin, and we were talking about the colors of the morphs at the time. So this is like maybe 6 years ago, I guess.
Right.
Something like that. And he's like, I think at the time he was sort of messing around with retics. Remember when he had like a retic or two?
Yeah,
and
he was kind of doing that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted some crazy colors and stuff. So this is, I'm going to show the picture first.
Okay.
What do you think that is?
It's definitely an albino.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think's mixed in?
Bands are heavy as shit. And the color's not correct at all.
It looks like
somebody attacked it with some sort of pastel kit. Like, oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, it looks like an Easter carpet python.
It looks like candy, man.
Yeah. Breadlie.
Yeah. That's part of it.
Yeah. It's the head told me breadlie just because of that crazy ass color. Okay. So albino. So we have Darwin, breadlie. We'll throw some coastal in there for good measure.
It's a 50% breadlie sun glow. So let's break that apart.
Are you kidding me?
It's a brettle. I would assume it's bred with a sun glow carpet.
All right. Well, no. If it was sun glow, so sun glow is albino
and hypo.
So
but is it hypo or is it
caramel? Coastal hypo? Is it brettle hypo?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I have all these good questions.
Maybe that's what. Okay, that's good thinking, man. That's probably what he did to get there quicker. So he probably took a hypo
breadlie, bred it to an albino.
And there you go.
Well, then where'd that? No, because he would have had to do.
Well, yeah, he would have to have pets and all that kind of stuff. But
this is just confusing.
I don't know, man. Holy shit.
Jesus.
It's a cool looking snake for sure.
That is a great looking snake.
So, okay. That was, I think, from last. I think that looks like last year's animal, but I saw it when I was looking and I was like, oh man, I just have to share that because it's
yep.
So crazy. Yep.
So let me get this one in while I figure out the next one because I have to get a picture of that. I forgot to do it today, but this is Exanic tiger stuff.
Which Ryan over at Rad.
You can't go wrong with Exanic tiger stuff. And I was hoping to breed them this year.
I'm starting to see a pattern in our.
Do you see it?
I'm starting to see a pattern.
Starting to see it like and pick things. I like tigers. Like it's. I like tigers of all varieties, but yeah. So Ryan's been working with this for a while now. And I have 100% het female that did not produce for me this year. So I'm very glad that he got, some of his stuff, but also again, a little jealous. That's a cool project to play with. Exanic and carpet pythons are just annoying sometimes anyway, but that's great that he's making it work.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Okay. Glad to see he's still pushing away. Now, imagine what I think Riley's chasing this project.
Yeah,
but,
he is.
Exanic tiger to hypo tiger. Now you're looking at, are we going to call them true ghost tiger? I don't know. I guess we'll wait.
Right now, we'll
wait to see what the book says, maybe.
I know Nick posted up a picture of a caramel Exanic jag that he produced.
Okay.
This year, last year, and he calls it a caramel Exanic because he says that ghost is reserved for true hypo.
Gotcha.
And we kind of messed around with that in the beginning when it was like the hypo coastals will never get here, and now they're here, and it's like shit, like it's so because I know that caramel albinos were for a while called sunglows.
Yep.
Right. So
okay,
and that's not true either. So
so there was a couple things that stood out to me from we just had him on the show. Mike Curtin. And when we talked to him, his big thing was that he wanted to produce caramel ocelot jags.
Yes.
And
yes,
looks like he did
in
it.
person. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I saw some of them. They look good. They look great. There's gonna be a lot of and he's going to have a lot of stuff to do with that. I mean, and mainly just his ocelot pairings regardless. But the fact that he's now dipping into other areas with them, I mean, the problem is that the refinement when it comes to Mike is, I mean, his wow line zebras look like some people's zebra jaguars, and there's not
Yes.
a single thing of jagging in any of them.
That's awesome.
So, like, refining some of that stuff for other things, like caramel in an ocelot, done, man.
Yeah, I I guess like what stands out to me with this one in particular is and this is just a picture of a baby for the people that are listening, one from the clutch. It's not but the top third of the snake, look how light that base color is. That's going to be a screamer.
I mean, I dig the saddles and the color that's in there, because you can see where the black's going to come in the outlines.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see where the caramel influence is going to come in. And I'm interested to see just how bright the caramel stuff comes in, because it's going to be kind of working with the ocelot stuff. Like, I mean,
yeah, it kind of looks like the caramel may have affected. Now, I don't know if that's the coastal of the caramel or whatever, but I can see where there's some of what you would
the ocelot,
the ocelot, but it's sort of not as made as it is as extreme as some of his other stuff. But that's he's, trust me, in a few.
Give it a couple
5 years or whatever, a couple, But I'm just thinking of even him just breeding it back to like one of his ocelots or something like that.
Just being in Mike's room, he's like, oh, well, it's a little dark in here. And then he turns on the lights and you're like, screaming yellow animal, screaming yellow animal, screaming yellow animal, Macklot's python, screaming yellow animal. It's like, Jesus, dude. Like, it was, no, it give him a little bit of time. I mean, I imagine they're just going to be insane looking.
Yeah, I did have a couple things from Mike, so I'll just bang him out real.
We'll get him done quickly. Yeah,
I love the fact. I love Martin does this. Martin Rosemond from Martin Morelia, he does this. Mike does this. A couple of other old school breeders do. The Andrew Paris does this really good. They name their snakes. Yeah, and I think it just makes for
it helps.
It puts a like a, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about like, oh, I have an animal from,
blah blah,
what is it?
Brings me back to like the Bullwinkle and all that stuff that you thought you needed.
So. Well, he has Youngblood and I think it's Valencia. Clutch, and I look at this jungle, and when I think of what we were looking at, what the hell, man?
It's like,
and that did have its first shed.
It's like a 50-50. Like, it's that takes me back. But he's got, dude, you got it. Like, next time you talk to Mike, like, browbeat him. He has a zebra that he named Clockwork because it has markings on its eyes, look like eyelashes and stuff like that.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Okay. The thing's head looks like a fingerprint, and then it burns the eyes to look at him directly. And he's got him hanging in the wings, like he's coming up. And I'm like, I don't need to build the zebra project, but if Clockwork starts throwing kids, I'm like, I don't know, Mike. I don't know what to do here with that, but that thing is absolutely gorgeous. And Mike is the kind of guy that I definitely admire and love, because he will hold on to that animal unless absolutely he has decided 100% without a doubt that it does not need to be here. So
I don't know why he would think.
Oh, he's not going to let that one go. No, that one's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no. Shit.
It's like how he and I were talking about the split clutch that he and I did. And he's like, oh, I might just hold them all. I'm like, okay. They just might be mine. Oh, okay. All right. I guess.
Wait a minute.
So,
and then he did, so, to me, I only have the picture of the one hatching out of the egg, but he had Mr. Clean, which is a wow line, to Bullet, which was a scatter shot and Bathsheba offspring.
Bathsheba, yeah.
Yeah. And they were just hatching out, but like wait till you see the ocelli on, like,
holy shit.
Yeah, man. Look at the pattern, the head pattern on that one in the bottom.
That was about to say that head pattern's insane.
That's cool.
Dude, there's a reason Mike had like that set up at freaking White Plains and you could see him coming down the aisle. Like, I mean, so dear God. Remember
when I was talking about on, I can't keep track anymore. I think it was Carpets and Coffee. That when we were talking about picking out a baby and how it sort of has like a hypo look to it, and it's going to be bright. Well, you see, I mean, these jungle jags, I guess, right? They're basically gray.
Yeah.
But I promise you,
jungles are gray. If they're hatch anything other than gray, keep it. Like it's
see like the I'm assuming this is probably a normal, but see how that base color is darker. And I know that the lighting or whatever, but look at that head, like see that on the side there. Like, oh, dude, it's got a stripe through its eye and no other head stamp. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Fucking great. Oh God, that's
good
great.
For him, man. Good for him. He freaking crushed it with that clutch.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be screamers.
This is a complete rebuild of his collection. This is he got babies and he called people and said, just send me like these 6 animals. So I mean, in the next couple of years, he's gonna just have like screaming yellow animals out of everything. It's just going to be great.
You know, we talk a lot of times about, you know, the difference between focusing on a specific thing or, you know, having a variety. And every time we do shows like this and you look at some of the results of Eric or, you know, Mike Curtin or, you know, you know, all these, everybody that we've said so far, you know, on here, that, you know, Jake and, then you got who else did we talk about? I'm trying to think of who. Roy,
Paul.
Paul. You know, just the amount of like focus that is going into what they're doing is
these projects took time and thought. Nobody just walks into this shit.
Yeah,
like I mean, some people will claim or some people do get lucky and they get like a good clutch the first go round, but a lot of the time it is because you chose these animals, you did it correctly, and you figured it out.
Yeah,
you know.
I think that if you're new to NPR and you're new to carpets and you're looking to you know, get a couple cool animals or screamers, this is the stuff that you should be looking at. You know, look at, you know, look at the parents of these animals and look at some of the people that are really doing selective breeding. And that's really who you want to get your stock from, because good in, good out, you know, I mean,
and then just don't be a dick when you're trying to, you know, ask about babies and you should be fine.
Yeah. So, all right, your turn. What do you got? You got one over in the chat.
Yeah. Here? If you didn't think this was coming, we can't be friends anymore.
Oh boy.
But I'll wait.
It's download. Oh
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I have this on my list as well. I have it on my list as well. Congrats to
Matt Minatola. He finally produced a snake that I'll want from him.
Wait, where is it at? Shit. Why is it not popping up?
But Matt got his clutch of rough scale pythons hatched, and they look about as amazing as you would, you know, figure baby roughies to look like. And I'm insanely jealous and very happy for him. And I now have to figure out how I can get like some sort of extreme gene marble something or other to hatch over here so that we can do like a trade or something. I don't know.
Well, Yeah, it's funny you bring that one up. Oh, why am I doing that? I can just do it on my screen.
You could do that. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm like trying to do it.
I don't know what
wouldn't
you're
share it.
doing. I don't know what's
Okay,
happening.
here we go. A big handful of roughies.
Look at them all.
Yeah.
God, they would. They'd all be mine.
Look at that, man. Look at those eyes. That's so cool.
Love
man.
it.
So cool.
He is. There's so many. Like every time I look, there's a new head that I didn't see before. He can't keep all of them. He has to let some go to me.
Yeah. I already told him I need a male, so you better.
I need a boy too.
Me.
I have an odd number here, and it hurts.
This is one of my offshoots to the carpet stuff, but I got
a non-carpet thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
if it's Matt, we might as well hit it now.
Come on, man.
Jesus.
The extreme gene
marble stuff that he does every year. I'm like, it cannot get any more extreme, and then it does.
Dude, he's basically made a clutch now. Look at this. I mean,
that's nuts.
Again, I don't know how to explain this. Number one, the heads on these things are freaking just bright orange, right? Which is just amazing.
There's a little bit of black on them that look really cool. And
I can't wait to go over to his place to sex these things, man.
But then they have this black dorsal stripe that has some either dots or full stripes inside this black dorsal stripe. And then everything from the dorsal stripe down on both sides is just a hectic pattern of God knows what. And it's I can't even say like it's kind of like a zebra pattern. It isn't though, because some of them are bigger. It's like camouflage pattern almost.
Wow. I think of like the one that's far up in the left-hand corner. It has like basically pink.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what is it? Peach, pink? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. And then he's got like some of them have almost complete stripes.
Yeah.
But then other ones have dots, and I'm not sure which ones I kind of like better.
I love. This is what I love about what Matt does, right? Matt is working with the Borneos as opposed to he does work with Reds, and I know he does the Sumatrans, right? But like his main focus is Borneos, and like what he's done with the different things that he's working with, the ocelot, this extreme shit. I mean, he's taken the ball where Keith threw it to him. You know what I mean? Like he's like, here, I'm doing bowling eye now. I'm throwing you the ball. And like, Matt, he just freaking ran with it, man. I mean, he's freaking crushing it,
Well, and he said that this pair was from one of these extreme gene boys to a female that was from a different line or a different stock. And he wasn't expecting to get that much out of it, and he got these, and he's like, well, hell. So I'm like,
another Borneo
I accidentally produced something awesome. Like it, fuck you, dude. Like it is just
wow. Yeah, good for him, man. He's like I said, I can't wait to go over and I get my short tail fix when I go over and help him sex the babies. It's like, dude, he has so many cool things that
when he's not, I don't even know if people know just grab some roughies and we're good. Grab males, a handful,
just like real quick.
Out. Yeah,
there's got to be two boys in here.
Yeah, what the hell is that? And then just grab them and run. Yeah.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Eric?
Nothing
to look here.
Nothing. Just one's crawling out of your shirt. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Matt had a good season there with that.
Great year.
All right. I guess I went, so you can go again. What else you got?
I'm gonna do this one. And it's Eric Kohler.
Okay.
And Eric Kohler's been working with Exanix like from the get-go. Like Swedish line animals brought in, and he's really refined it. And he produced this one out of his Exanix stuff. He was taking what were I don't want to say he was calling them super Exanix, but he was taking his Exanix and pretty much breeding them to kind of get the best of the best and breeding them to each other and this, that, and the other thing. So he's been refining it. But he got this one Exanic this year that, for the love of God, is fucking blue. Like it is
wow,
out of the egg blue. And then on top of that, I believe he got a clutch of 2 locality clutches of carpet pythons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got the oh god, what the hell did he end up getting? I know we got the, let's see here. No, that's just the Exanic, and then the other picture there is an Exanic next to its sibling. But I also know he did get a clutch of Nova Guineas, I believe. Not Nova
nice.
Guineas. I think it was something else. I want to say it was Rockhampton. I think it was. I know it was a locality. It's escaping me right now, and I didn't write it down. Oh yeah, he got a clutch of Nova Guineas. Yeah,
Nova Guineas. Okay, that's cool.
he got 2 clutches in Nova Guineas. So
really?
Yep, he's been crushing it with the locality stuff right now.
Nice.
I think in the next couple of years he's going to be able to produce like every locality that's out there. I know he's got some ivories hatching and got the 4s. So we got a 4s. And what is this last one? No, Ivory Jungles. Yep. So I know he got the 4s. So he's got the he got a couple Nova Guineas. So yeah.
Cool. Good to see people working with them.
I just imagine like that blue animal. Obviously, Eric's not going to let it go, but in the next couple of years, he's going to start producing more and more and more coastal Exanic stuff that are on that level. And I want to say that people have always kind of, when you put the 2 Exanics next to each other, coastal and IJ, people drift towards IJ because it's better color. So with the refinement, I'm hoping we'll get some really good looking Exanic animals, and then you add those with some really good looking hypo animals, and then you just kind of see what the ghosts turn into.
Yeah. That'll be pretty freaking wild if you can, do that. Well, since you're on locality, I am going to butcher this person's name. I think it's Raya Hosuk Hara.
Okay.
And I want to say that they think they're in Europe, but this is a project that's near and dear to my heart. And although they're not hatched out, you know what that is?
Imbricata?
Well, they're gammon range carpets.
Poor man's Imbricata.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a project that I will hope to work with one day, but it's cool to see that other people are working with them. And you know, when you think of gammon range carpets, obviously this one doesn't look like the one that's going to be on the new Carpet Python book, but but there's potential, since we've seen some potential with these breedings and stuff. And you know, there's I don't know if he wants people to know that or not, but there is a few people working with it in the US. So,
and that's all we'll say on that.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Okay,
go ahead. What else you got?
This one I'm excited for because of greedy purposes that I have access to it. This is a clutch that other buddy did with my red jag male Talon to his MBB female. And I think the first and the second picture I sent you over there's this red that is kind of poking out with this jag that I think is just going to be phenomenal. And if I get to pick my holdback, it's that one. It's like,
is it this?
It's
what I've had to do is copy and paste it and put them right. That, but is it? That
yeah.
one?
Okay. So you see the jag.
Yes.
Forget the jag.
Okay.
Forget him.
Mag, yeah.
This other one right here.
The one below it?
Yeah, with this dotted pattern.
Yeah.
Look how red that thing is out of the egg.
I didn't even notice that dotted pattern on the back.
He tried to hide it from me.
Yeah, it's a little bit of stripe up here, but then it sort of goes dots.
Yes.
Okay.
So
this is a joint pairing that you guys
This is a joint pairing. He's been, you remember that that red tiger male that you were like, that's the best caramel you've ever produced. I'm like, that's a red tiger male that Buddy produced. Like, I didn't do that. Like,
yes.
So he's starting to kind of get some stuff going with the red stuff.
That's nice.
It's kind of like a little bit different than what Eric's got going on, which is awesome. And I love that. So in the next couple of years, I imagine with some refinement, you get some weird, cool things.
So I wonder how much influence I just moved and like my back just went like right
up your spine.
Oh man, that hurt.
Yeah.
I wonder how much influence the Jag plays in the way the Reds turn out.
I think Jag kills red, to be honest with you.
Do you?
Yeah, because I mean, I think we see better looking Reds that are not Jaguars.
Yeah.
It's when you see a really
I wonder
good
if
looking
it's the Jag you're using. What if you're using an MBB Jag?
Maybe. I mean, let's say maybe you take an MBB and you got to refine it. Yeah. I think if you took a really stunning red Jag and bred it to a really stunning red female, yeah, you get really nice red Jags. But I think a lot of it was taking the early Reds and breeding them to Jaguars and calling it a red. So,
gotcha.
I mean, like I'll tell you, like Talon. Talon is a red hypo Jaguar. There is nothing red nor hypo, and he's barely a Jaguar. Like but that's just how he was labeled.
Right.
So.
Gotcha.
And to answer your question, Robert, I'm not looking for any golds. I'm good. So, black faces are a maybe. You always look for black faces.
Black faces.
White lips. Yep.
So, okay. So it seems like there's a lot of cool Reds hatching out this year.
I like that idea. I like that people are starting to refine it in different areas and, trying to see what they can do with different things.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to so our good friend, Mr. Chuck Poland, produced some Reds from Camus, which
this is the his outdoor pairings.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Which is, that alone, let me see.
It's fun. Yeah.
Is good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this
that's a nice one.
Right? The one red on the top.
Red on top.
So my red V.
The V.
And the Molly Ringwald V babies.
Oh.
Are the grandchildren of Camus, which was owned by Luke Snell. I want to say that I think he got that from Matt Brock, or maybe it was the Jag he got from Matt Brock. I can't remember. Yeah, he had that snake forever, a beautiful, beautiful snake, and produced some nice Reds. And the cool thing about above all is the fact that Chuck Poland keeps them outside. Freaking love that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just awesome. So yeah. So shout out to
it's not the best picture, but that I just sent you is that girl I got from you.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good God, man. Why did I give up?
I know. Don't worry. I know. It's
wow.
She's one of those ones where she's just so clean. Like there's not a scale. There's not a scale with a tip anywhere out of place. I mean, look how clean she is. God
man.
Damn it.
Yeah.
She's a monster.
Yeah.
She's everything
her
inside.
Back is just bald.
It's perfect. She's fucking perfect.
She looks like
she's the definition of a tiger jaguar, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. Could you imagine having this in 2009?
She'd be worth thousands. You have an idea? I look around my collection all the damn time. I'm like, if I had this in 2004, I'd be rich. Like,
there would be an Owen McIntyre Serpentarium.
You're goddamn right, there would be.
Oh wow!
But yeah, she's fantastic. Awesome. I have, and dude, I have several tiger males that are just lined up. And
so you're gonna make your own Molly Ringwald.
You're goddamn right I am. I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna make my own. So
nice.
That'll be good. But let's see. You did that. I think it's no wait. I just went. It's your turn.
Hold on.
Oh no, wait, you just did that. Never mind.
Yeah, I did.
Chucks.
Your turn.
Okay, let's do something other than a carpet python.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. That's just stupid.
Isn't it? Isn't it stupid? It's just dumb.
It's not even fair.
It isn't fair. I mean, some of us seem to work like, I love it when people are like, I'm going to buy this and then I'm going to sell it and compete with the people who've been doing it for 12 fucking years. Like, look at them.
Jason Hood and his blackheads.
I don't want blackheads. I don't want blackheads. I do not want blackheads. I don't want blackheads.
I do.
I really want blackheads, but I don't want blackheads. I mean, they're such a cool species.
Yeah.
And they're just gorgeous. That's the problem is Buddy I got to play with buddies the other couple weeks ago. And I'm like, I don't want blackheads. Then I had them. I'm like, God damn it, get these things out of here. Don't you ever bring me near these things again. Like, it was
that's amazing. Yeah, he's doing some really killer stuff with blackheads for sure.
He is. I mean,
there's
a lot of people working.
There's like a core group of people that have like really
dialed in that stuff.
Dialed it in, And well, speaking of blackheads, I don't have a picture of it, but Justin, he finally hatched out
blackhead.
Western blackhead.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know he only got 2, and I'm pretty sure it's a pair. So he's set. It's good.
I take pity on the poor person who messages him and says, "I would like to buy your blackhead." It's like, no, just no.
Yeah. Oh, I just noticed we have we don't even have the right brand up. What the hell, man?
Oh, damn it.
Okay, blackheads. I like it. I don't know if I have anything else that's not.
I have 2 more. They're not
a few more. Go ahead. Yeah. Throw me another one. Give me another one.
I'll give you this one. This one's not a baby, but it's just it's Nick, and it terrifies me for the future, as it should you.
Well, I do have animals from this line.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, man, that it makes me happy that there are people that are working on refining such things. So,
I mean, I just dig the head pattern. Like, his whole head is just so much darker than the rest of him. And that's just very cool. So it's a tiger Darwin carpet python.
Yeah, man.
It's just weird.
What's to say? This is awesome.
It's just weird and awesome. And it's like, I mean, I love the reduced pattern stripe stuff that Todd has been working with for years. And stuff like that. This is a very close second. And it's weird because it's like, I know somebody's gonna be like, now imagine it as an albino. And I'm like, and you've ruined it.
No,
like, I don't want this as an albino.
No.
Yeah,
forget the albino.
I had those just like this. If I had the reduced pattern ones, I would just have a pair of them. No albino would go near them.
So to me, the coolest thing about this snake, right, is that in the saddles, you have like sort of this orange, typical to what you might see in the Darwin's type of base color is going on in the saddles. But if you look at the 2 scales right at the front of its face, like
right there,
can you see me pointing to it right here?
Yep.
They're that same color, which is just so cool. It's just like these 2 scales are just wow.
There is no head stamp. It's just black. Like, that's what's awesome too. So
yeah. Darwins typically don't have the same, like that head stamp, like,
and you lose the kind of fun, subtle things that you could do with a Darwin, because I think a lot of them got swept up into the albino stuff. So
yeah,
that's a killer animal, and refine that and see where that goes. I think it'd be really cool.
I think the cool thing about the Darwins is you're going to have a similar palette to like what you would do with the IJs, but the base color is not as, you know what I mean? It's more of a coastal type of base color rather than that chestnut that you see a lot in IJs. So
yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I like it. So, let's see. I still have some. So let me see. Let me make sure. I'll go back to the beginning. Oh, so Gary Shavino. I love this one diamond python he has.
Okay.
I don't love the fact that he bred it to a gamma jag, but I understand why he did that. Right?
Oh, he did that. Like
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, I'm not going to agree with him on everything, but look at like that diamond python.
That's so cool.
Just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good looking diamond.
You know,
that'd be fun to.
The fact that it's black and white, the fact that it's reduced pattern, the fact that it sort of has this white stripe going down its back. I freaking love diamonds, man. You know, all this.
I don't need diamonds,
man. All the bullshit that everybody. I don't understand why you don't have diamonds.
Shut up! I don't need diamonds. Okay, like it's cost effect. It comes to, you know, cost and space and hot damn.
So these were the animals that are hatching out. Again, if you want to see
babies from that pair.
Yeah. So if you want to see what I'm talking about when I talk about that hypo, again, look at this one down here.
Yeah, that one's good.
In the left corner, that white that's there, that is going to be a screaming.
So there's reduced pattern diamonds in there.
Yeah.
Or what would look like a reduced pattern diamond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Which is kind of weird, right?
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something, but not that.
You got these look like, you know,
normal
I guess
diamond.
It would be what, 75%ers or 88%ers or whatever. You got a couple of those that kind of disappear into the.
Yeah, the female's a diamond jungle jaguar.
Yes. Well, gamma. Diamond
gamma
jaguar.
Gamma. Yeah. Well, how far back's the diamond though? If it's a gamma line and it's been bred to nothing but jungles for the last 3 generations.
Well, I don't know. I think so. This is where a lot of people go different routes when it comes to these breeding projects, and why carpets are so cool is there's just so much variability, right? Just depending on what you breed it to. So I know a guy, when we had Martin on, he talked a lot about why his, diamond jungle jags are so yellow, because he's sort of breeding them to the jungle side of things. Whereas there are people, myself included, who went the other route and bred it to a jungle or diamond jungle cross.
Right.
And sort of got something similar to
add more diamond blood.
Right. But if you can look at just look at the difference between the base color here and the base color here.
There. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can see what I'm talking about. It's
knows your whole best.
You see what I mean? It's like a ghost type of white bone. I don't know, man. It's freaking gorgeous. But congrats to Gary. That was a good one for sure.
Yeah.
Did you have another one?
I just threw it in there.
Okay. All right.
Or somebody did. I don't really know who did what there, but.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
No wonder I can't make rhyme or reason out of it.
I can't say words.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go with it. I think Owen's broke, but
yeah,
I love it.
Something's very wrong. That's
IJ. Craig is killing it with IJs.
Yeah.
When Owen,
when I have to admit it, sweet baby Jesus, the contrast on this thing is insane.
Yeah, man.
And that's what gets me is anything where there's black rim, kind of insane contrast. It's nuts. I don't know why you don't have IJs like this.
I do, man. But maybe not quite as,
You're like, well, I kind of do.
The tiger stuff that I had, that kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
I have one.
You don't
see. You come to my house and you don't care. You're just
no. You're right. It just
look at this,
over.
And you're just like, I don't care. It's like the equivalent of me going to Matt Minatola's house and being like, he's like, check out this marble or this crazy Borneo ocelot, and I'm just like, yeah, okay,
okay, cool. Yeah.
Whereas other short tail aficionados would be like, what the hell?
Oh, what's that boa that Matt has? Does he have true red tails?
Yeah, he has. You're talking about the Amarilli?
I think so, but it's like I'm like, it's a weird looking boa. Anyway, like on to the other stuff you got going. I love Greg's stuff because it's like what it showed you, like what in a couple generations of refinement you can do with just a wild type species. So. Yes, that's what Rob said.
Yeah. Amarilli, yeah.
Yep.
They're the ones that
looking
have
red
like the bald backs or whatever. Very similar to like a tiger jack.
But it's not. Okay.
Right.
So
okay, let's see. What else do I got here? We got curtain. Phil Anderson. Thought I would throw this up because number one, I thought the one animal was smoking. Did we see any at least? Oh yeah, Lisa's Poplin female that she took video of, how orange it was. Oh, it's freaking crazy. Yeah. So
silverback boa, cool. It's got that's a cooler name. Yeah.
So Phil Anderson finally, and Owen, how cool this is like when you make your own hatchlings for the first time, and, all that stuff. So it looks like he did some type of either a jungle jag of some sort, or it's a diamond jungle jag bred to a jungle. And again, this is what I'm talking about. So like, look at that.
That's awesome. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, look how light that is, and like that dark strip. That thing is just gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that is gonna be really nice.
Yeah. So I'll put real quick the picture of the parents. So I believe this is the sire, which, like I said, I think is a diamond jungle jag, maybe.
Yeah, that has to be. But look at that. Is there ocelot involved in here?
I don't know. It could be. It kind of looks like it a little bit, but it really doesn't
throw me off a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I like how it has, like, typically you'll see that blushing in the saddles, but it's in the stripe on the back.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of crazy. That pattern on the side. That's just that's wonky. I kind of have a feeling that the jungle jag that I gave you, is like in this vein.
I should take pictures of her. She just shed.
Like, you should.
I don't know why I keep her hidden from people, but
you're probably afraid I want her back.
I mean, I have that sickening feeling every once in a while that you're gonna be like, give it. So,
and then that's the that's
cool. I like that, especially with like the netting on the side of that.
It kind of has the old school Andrew Hare type of jungle look to it, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of that anymore with that bright that
I mean that they've all
tiger look.
I think a lot of the hair stuff has been mixed in with other things, so but that's classy. I like it.
Yeah, very cool. So he produced some and then you want to talk about banded. So from the same clutch, this is, I guess, what would be a jungle diamond cross.
Oh, damn.
Diamond jungle coastal cross.
Weird colored.
Right?
Yeah.
Very bandy.
Oh, yeah.
So very cool.
That's cool.
Is bandy a word? Banded?
It is now. I think it would be banded.
Banded. Right. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. This was kind of a crazy one that I saw. What is it? Shitiko's Creatures. So this is a hypochimera double het axanthic albino.
Jesus Christ.
So
monstrosity that Jesus.
Isn't that wild?
That's insane.
It's like Two-Face.
It looks
like
it looks
to its face.
It looks like lichen, like lichen, like the stuff that grows on the side, like it came to life.
That's wild, man.
That's so weird.
I don't know what's going on there, but I'm like,
I mean, and that's the problem is like there are some really cool chimeras out there, but none of it's reproducible. So just enjoy the animal that you got.
Man. Yeah, it would be a cool pet,
Yeah.
What the hell? It kind of looks conjury a bit, no?
Doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if it's just the color, but like you can kind of see like where the carpet pattern is.
It's throwing me off by putting it on a rock that kind of looks like what's going on.
There's another picture of it. Weird. Let me see if the other picture has a different. Yeah, here we go. It's a different angle, closer up. I know. Oh no, that was when it. Okay. I'm sorry, I screwed this up. This is that was when it hatched out.
Okay.
And you know how Owen says
this is when it. Yes.
There you go.
Dude.
But it still has like the weird ghost face with those eyes, right?
Yeah, and the scales are not right. It's just weird.
looks like it's growing mold.
Yeah, but say like it's got it. That's so weird. It looks like it's covered in stuff. Like it looks like it's almost dirty in certain places.
Yeah.
Just because there's like one pale scale coming through a pattern.
It does look chondro. That's what I was saying. Yeah, for sure. It does.
It's so weird.
Very chondro-esque look.
Yeah.
But I love how like half of the back of the head stamp is orange on the one side and it's kind of like white on the other side. It's really cool snake.
That is so weird. Yeah.
All right.
I dig it. I dig it.
That one. What else do we have? We had again, I thought these were pretty crazy patterns. This was a gamma ocelot from Wow and Sunflower. This was from Adam Holander. And I think he's got the ocelot thing nailed down.
Dialed in, yeah. Yeah, I see those ocelot. That's very clean.
Right?
Yeah.
Look how white that is on this. That's going to be a freaking screaming yellow animal.
Wow.
Yeah. Insane. I don't know. I think I may have.
I did send you another one over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another one from the clutch.
That was my last one.
There's another one from that clutch. Like,
dude, yeah.
Shit. You know what I mean?
Look at, like the side thing. Look at it right near the neck.
Right here. Right here. I don't know what that is. That right here and the neck. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. But look at that. Wow. That's going to be. That's going to be all tipped out, man.
Yeah.
That's a freaking badass snake. So, okay. Owen sent me another one. All I see is IJs now. Oh, okay.
No, beyond that, we have to redeem ourselves. Bring ourselves back to center.
So, this looks like, okay.
I think this was last year's baby, but Mike has done some really cool stuff with Super Caramel, and he and I have gone back and forth a couple times on what we see and all that other stuff. And that's just a great example of a Super Caramel. Straight up. No jag, no nothing. Just really badass Super Caramel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Very little black.
Yep. I've kind of been tempted to grab one from him just to mix it up with my guys, but
look at that right here.
Yes.
That's going to be screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing going on here down the sides.
I should take pictures of the Super Caramels that I produced this year. They all had their sheds, and I already know which ones are staying because it's like, oh yes, you're completely red from the tip of your, like you're bright all over, and there's not a single black. You get to stay. So I'm just waiting to see if anything pops up looking Exanic like. So,
wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think there's silence in the chat because everybody is amazed at these beautiful,
looking at pictures and
freaking
stuff.
Crazy, carpets. I have a couple more. Dominic, what's his last name? Carbino.
Yep. Yeah. He was on my list.
He hatched out this funky colored granite, and he put it up what the faults were. The pairing was a granite double to a double het marble. Wait, no, that has to be a granite double het to a marble. So marble is Exanic and granite.
Really? We're calling it that now?
It's been that for a while.
Why can't we just call it Exanic granite?
I don't know. Maybe it's why
do we have to start doing this crap?
Like so that it differentiates from the Exanic and coastal. I don't know.
You're right. I'm going to start calling it Exanic Jaguars. I don't know. I'll think of something. Give me a minute.
So that's the granite.
Okay.
That hatched out, which is kind of wonky looking, man.
I'm going to start calling Exanic Jaguars Womas. Now no one knows what's happening. Yeah.
Leopard cross clutch.
Leopard? Go on, Rob.
Leopard.
How's a leopard?
Leopard is short tails, isn't it?
Leopard's a cat.
Yeah, but I don't think he's talking about a leopard cat cross clutch.
We don't know. Let's see what give the man time.
Yeah.
What the hell's a snow leopard?
Exanic jaguar equals snow leopard?
Oh, no, it's a better name. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I get what he's doing now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. I like it.
So yeah, Dominic catched out this crazy one. The one thing that he did,
Never heard of leopard jungles. Saw in a Morelia group. Oh no, they're starting to rename the morphs again.
I've never heard of a leopard. I've heard of the fake leopard thing that was.
I've heard of a panther, and that's just when you take a jungle and you spray paint it.
Yeah. I just don't like granite. Yeah, I mean, some people like granite, some people don't. I think they're cool, but
I like the ones that I produced. I wish I had kept a couple, but
you couldn't have, right?
No, they would have never produced for me. They would just be here. So
please
do.
So this was Thomas Breeze. He produced this albino tiger from a caramel zebra head albino and a coastal head axanthic. Wait, caramel zebra head albino. So how did he get albino?
Yeah, how'd that work?
Maybe I just put it down wrong and it was head axanthic head albino because
maybe maybe it's one of those weird ones where because Nick says he's produced. That's an albino.
Look at the orange stripe.
That's broad for a Darwin cross,
right?
Yeah. Normally, when you have coastal crosses with stripes, it doesn't get as big as say like a coastal. Also, look at it near the head. That's weird, right?
Yeah,
it didn't line up right. It almost looks like the stripe turned a little bit and went down the side. It's like, yeah. Oh,
oh wait, I stopped sharing.
Yeah, you're about gone now. No,
there. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, I guess it's just the weird angle.
Yeah. Yeah, it stood out.
Looks weird
because of that solid stripe just going down the back. Yeah, you don't really see.
It's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I think so I know this isn't necessarily in the.
This is a lizard clutch, isn't it? Or gecko clutch, isn't it?
No. This is an animal that I produced. And I just want to show it to you so that you realize that you need gelatins.
Is it Keith's? Because I told him not to show me that anymore. Like I asked him not to show me that anymore. God damn it.
So can I zoom into this? I guess not. But like what I love about, and this one, you can't really see it because it's so far away.
Whose is this? Rob's?
Christian Parr's.
Okay.
But
it's gone now.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy this one too. Now this one Nick produced.
Okay.
And it's close up. But
you already convinced me I need gelatins by having the stripe ones, but you like Justin over me, so you gave them to him.
No, you didn't want them when I was gonna give them to you.
Listen. We have your series of events,
and we have
mine.
Tell me the gelatins aren't the. Look at that snake.
She said Nick produced this one.
Nick produced this one. I just put this one up because you get a better picture of the saddles.
And his has got a different kind of tinge color to it, right?
Yes.
I like yours better.
Mine are cleaner.
Yeah.
And his have like, and what's crazy is, and again,
yours have more of that like lavender kind of color, which I love. So
yeah. And then I have to put this up, which is just crazy, right? Because this is a wild one.
It looks nothing like anything. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
That's the one we found with the big tick on it.
That's nuts.
Rob, me, and Chris found it. But
and you guys are going what? Queensland again? Or
Queensland? Yeah. So my fear with Queensland is like with the coastal carpets that they're in everybody's house, and I might have to like hit up my Australian friends down there.
Who's the snake catcher who wants to take
come
you guys
to your
around?
garage or like help you out, trying to take them away. But
yeah.
I think that's all I had. Let me just say, this is hot off the press, and I hope it's okay that I share this. But you know how
it's too late now. Let's do it
all the time about will you breed a jag to a locality?
Yeah,
and Chris bred a Palmerston to an IJ jag with Bullwinkle, and that's sort of what he's got. I thought they were going to be similar to what the
wait. He went Palmerston to IJ jag?
Yes. I broke Owen. He's broken again.
I don't. Why Palmerston?
The stripe. I think the idea is that that tribal carpet,
right? Because there's no striped IJs in this world. You're right. I totally forgot those don't
not
exist.
like a Palmerston.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Well, I think so. I'm going to take you to this. Right. This is Sean Carroll. Okay. He's in Australia. And I think he must have, in my opinion, maybe the best jungle things
the jungly jungles. Holy shit.
That's his pairing.
Yeah, but that's like I told you, that's like Mike Curtin's jag. It hurts the eyes to look at it.
Yeah.
That stripe is nice though on that jungle.
Yeah. Yeah. All that tipping, dude. That is an Andrew Hare animal right there.
Oh God, yeah.
It kind of looks like the jungle I got from Justin, Skunk and Flower.
Skunk, yeah.
That's kind of what
it kind of reminds me of the jungle I got from Billy. This stripe, but he's got a question mark in his lineage, but that's cool. I just breed him to that ocelot that I got from you. Babies look great.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the case or not, but this was Peter Birch. He had a very, we were talking about blackheads. I don't know if that's a calico. Is it possibly
Xanic?
Pied? Is it like, what is that? But
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Is that like a ghost? Because there's just like no black on that other animal.
Yeah, this one looks like it has no black. So is it a hypo? And then this one has like this white side. It almost reminds me of like a sugar ball python.
Right.
Yeah. So
can we all just agree that blackheads should always have a black head and that albino blackheads are weird?
I don't like them, man.
Thank you.
I don't like them. I don't like them. But look how the blackheads lay. Like,
dude, my creep
side.
Dude, no,
like
fuck animals that do that. My Crebo was laying on her side with her mouth open, and I'm like, oh God, it's dead. And I open the cage and I touch her, and she jumps up. I run like it was. Yeah, no. Animals should always look like they're still alive. Don't lay on your sides. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There is one I forgot. It was good to see him post too. Headhunter.
Oh shit. Really?
Yeah, Headhunter. For people that don't know, Chris Rendles. I don't know if they still work together as a team, Chris and Chris, or
I don't know
if they've separated or not. But
I haven't seen them in like either of them in so long. Whoa,
dude, he's got the goods when it comes to jungle.
Sweet God.
Yeah, he's I think he's kind of like an under the radar type of guy.
I love that. I love being under the radar.
Look at that head stamp.
Yeah, you can tell it's going to be good from the head down.
Yeah, it's like
that one curl. Like, yeah, it's sweet God.
Very light. It's gonna be all tipped out.
It's all gonna be tipped out in there, but
wow.
Killer. That's nice.
Killer. So I think that was everything on my list.
Cool. I sent you one other
oh, did you?
Snake is something I hatched.
Oh wow. You've embraced.
It's just gone. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Shit. Hold on one sec. Take over for 1 second.
I think James actually did that.
I'm gonna post this up and then
okay.
Talk about it.
But yeah, dude, it's weird now with everything that's hatching that's not a carpet python, because it's like having to relearn the basics and it's all this other crap. There it is.
I gotta love it.
Yeah. It's one of my white-sided black rat snakes. They're not happy, dude. Like right out of the egg, they were pissed.
I see.
So,
I see.
Yep. But dude, I love it. I love hatching it. This is a first for me too. I keep forgetting that these guys I've never produced either. So, but no, it's cool. It's cool just to have weird random shit hatching right now.
Hold on.
Yep. Got to try to figure out the pairings with everything else, and I don't know, dude. I just hope the bread lies the last one. If the roughy lays, I don't even want to do it. Like it's
right.
Too much in 1 year. Just come on, please. I think I got spoiled with the king rat babies all eating right off the bat, because I know that the mad hogs are going to be a little bit of a thing to try, and then I know some of the other stuff's going to be a little interesting too. So we'll have to see how it goes. Anything you have to do more prep work, like wrapping the fuzzy with like gecko skin, is like, oh, cool, let's do this again. So
I got a crazy thing going on. I have to make sure actually they're doing the Boa podcast, and I have to log in.
Oh no.
And they're talking.
Oh no.
And I can't mute it without, they can't hear me, but I can hear them. And it's throwing me off big time.
All right, well,
so we might have to end.
Quick end. We're close to 2 hours. That's good enough. You guys, it's fine. I'll wrap it. So obviously, go and join the Patreon for live streams and also all the cool things that we offer over there. Go to the Teespring store, check out all the merch for MPR, EB Morelia, Rogue Reptiles, and all the Carpet Fest and other things like that. Go and give us a like on Facebook for the pick of the week, where you can post pictures of your animals. If you are producing something cool this year or any kind of snake, please make sure to tag us on Instagram at MPR 2022 breeding season. Go check us out at MPR or Morelia Python Radio on Instagram and Facebook, as well as EB Morelia and Rogue_Reptiles. I got a show coming up at Oaks, Pennsylvania on the 16th of July. I will be there, and I'm going to be bringing some of Eric's animals with me. So if you see anything on either one of our sites that you like, drop us a message. I could always deliver it there. If not, we'll see you guys in person. That's all we have for everybody for this week. We'll say thank you all for listening, and we'll catch everybody back here next time for the 500th episode of Morelia Python Radio. Good night.